Good afternoon. This is meteorologist Ted Keller looking out my window at the 4 inches of snow, very wet snow I got at my house last night in southeast Springfield, Greene County. But Greene County typically got between about 5 and 6 inches of snow. Even southern Polk got in on the act of almost a half foot of snow in those areas. In fact, I think that was measured in a couple of places. A foot of snow ended up being measured in Gainesville in Ozark County. Pretty amazing late season winter storm, and the first pure snow winter storm that we've had really in 2 winters. So is there another one coming? That's what everybody wants to know. Well, let's get into that here and see what I can dig up. First of all, you can trace the new storm by just watching where the advisories pop up. Winter storm warning now in effect through central Kansas. You know, these snows that have been going through Kansas are just a godsend for the wheat crop out there and for the drought in general. So great news, by the way. And then, as is typical, advisories surround that for lighter snow amounts, and then the uncertainty comes in with the winter storm watch. And that winter storm watch does encompass areas like Camdenton, Hermitage, Osceola, those areas north of there, Lake of the Ozarks, certainly, Truman Reservoir, all under that winter storm watch, Warsaw, that area, Benton County. So we're going to see if we can get some accumulating snow your way. Now, the snow trends have been going down. The ensemble runs, this is just an average basically of one model run, and then what you're looking at are the means or the averages of each of those model runs, and then we're looking at the last four that were run. Does that sound confusing? Well, basically what you should take away from this is that the snow trends have gone down a little bit at Lake Ozark. The purple line was the worst case scenario. Now it's averaging down around 3-4 inches of snow. All this happening late Saturday night into Sunday. That's still a pretty good snow for late March, though, if that pans out. And keep in mind that the models on this last snow, even the worst case one I saw, didn't match what we actually got. So that's something to consider as well. Now, take a look at the precipitation as forecast by the Hydrological Prediction Center here. And this is liquid equivalent, QPF. And this is good. This is 1.25 liquid equivalent. So any snow that falls up here, you melt it, and if it were rain, it would end up being 1.25. So that's what this area is up here. And that's actually pretty good for that region, you know, to get more rain. Zoom in on that, you can see where that is. There's Camdenton right there, and Warsaw's up here, and Osceola is right there. So those are pretty good liquid equivalents, as we say in the business. And, you know, in a drought situation, we could use that. So this is going to end up being snow. A lot of this will end up being rain on the southern end of this, though, so some good news. As far as that's what's going on right now, we've got cloud cover racing across the Ozarks. Never really saw the sun today, but temperatures in thaw mode here. You can see readings got well into the 30s, not quite into the 40s. In fact, over the snowpack, it was a little colder where that was at its deepest. So 37 in Springfield couldn't quite crack the 40-degree mark here in Springfield, and they did in northwest Arkansas where the snow was a little bit lighter. So basically just a cloudy day. We have another snow going north of us. That's the main headline. That's going to maybe track about a 2 to 4 inch band north of Springfield generally, and then we'll watch into that watch area to see if we can get a little bit more to come out of that. And also you should know, and this is the extended forecast, chilly beginning to the work week, but icy 60s coming back in full force by the late part of the work week coming up this last week of March. So if you're tired of this last minute hurrah of winter, I see light at the end of the tunnel. That's my report for tonight. We'll have another one tomorrow and more if necessary if this winter storm really ramps up. And of course the morning blog, all that on ozarksweather.com.